This is rock and roll. Time to rock it from the Delta to the DMZ. Is that me or does that sound like an Elvis Presley movie? Viva Da Nang.
Anything. All the days when not a thing went right. All the pain, all the sleepless nights. I'm not blessed because it all went right. I'm a warrior. I'm blessed because I can't fight. When failure tried to take my mind, I wouldn't let failure take my life. I'm not blessed because it all went right. I'll never give up. I'm blessed because I can't fight. Broken in pain, lonely, battered and bruised, always the same day. Nothing new or unusual, seems like nothing changed. It's always the same rules. No matter how bad it gets, I refuse to lose. No matter how bad it gets, I'll keep on moving. No matter how bad it gets, I can still choose to keep fighting up, to keep trying up, to keep grinding up, keep rising up. I just got to that point where enough was enough. I can't keep complaining, sitting and waiting for luck. I have to stop asking why me and start looking inside. Push through the pain and tell my story on the other side. Had to renew my mind and start fighting. I won't lie, it was frightening, but I survived. That choice got me to where I am today. If you think things always went my way, listen close to what I gotta say. All the days when not a thing went right. All the pain, all the sleepless nights. I'm not blessed because it all went right. I'm a warrior. I'm blessed because I can't fight when life try to take my mind. I won't let anything take my mind. I'm not blessed because it all went right. I'll never give up. I'm blessed because I got. They never got to see all the sleepless nights, all the sacrifices, the choice between heat and eating their
Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo.
They don't see the wounds and scars because they're internalized. They think I'm blessed and think that everything went right. They just see the end results and think I'm alright because I always smile. But they ain't seen the grind. I work so hard that overtime is just normal time. When you lose it all and then still lose again, it builds a different kind of fight inside. It builds a different kind of drive, different kind of fight, different kind of fire, different kind of desire, a different kind of light. But I'm blessed because I've got fight. I wasn't handing nothing. The callus on my hand shows you I ain't bluffing. I'm like the time, you can't stop me for nothing. It's a marathon and I just keep on running. All the days when not a thing went right. All the pain, all the sleepless nights. It all went right. I'm a warrior. I'm blessed because I can't fight when life try to take my mind. I won't let anything take my mind. I'm not blessed because it all went right. I'll never give up. I'm blessed because I can't fight.
That's my blessing. Not that I was handed my dreams, but that I had enough fight in me, that I had enough belief in me to go after my dream, that I had the courage to keep going, to push through the pain, to rise through the darkness, and to tell my story on the other side.
My story, my blessed story. Good evening, Derek. Evening, family low. How are we this evening? Lovely to see you. Bass Tees in the house. Thank you for joining. Hello, Rumble. Foxhole. You remember this? Right. My old intro, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, yeah, I preferred this version because there was no sound. Yeah, baby. Good evening. It's the 30th of July, Wednesday. I feel like I've been in front of the camera all day. Hasn't been, I haven't been far off, you know. I've had a bit of a slight break. We have a co-host, as you can see, the ghostly, what appears to be ghostly darling, our little Dinker, who's settled on the mic, thankfully, because he really is. He likes to get involved. He likes to get involved with the keyboard, the mouse, and everything else. So anyway, it's Wednesday, the 30th of July, 2025. And it's based, Amy, as you could tell, yes, basedamy.com. Check out my website. It's quite, I think it's quite interesting. I do say so myself. Yeah. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to do it. Let me just say hello. Hello, D-Live crew. Hello, Foxhole. Hello, Pill.net. I mean, Rumble. What do I call it? Let's do a poll. Should I call... It used to be Foxhole. It started off as Foxhole. It was my free speech platform, true, just sanctuary. With all the censoriums, all the censorship, all the banning, just shutting down of my channels, my sites, which was most unfair. Foxhole, I found out, was an oasis of free speech. But they changed the name to pilled.net, I think. There were the two names. It seems to have finished up on pilled, so you've got red pill, blue pill, pilled. I just think a foxhole was much more fun to say. Be in the foxhole as though you're reporting from a war zone. Hence my cap, which still hasn't changed. I still have my camo cap on. I used to have a nice pink one and a black one, and just plain. Before I realized that we're actually at war. The info wars is true, is real. Information warfare. It's full on there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So anyway, we'll see what the DLive crew says. We have Base T. Thank you for going to my Foxhole or Pill channel and populating it, and also to Rumble. We have City Flyer as well. Love to see you, City Flyer. I do feel like it's very cozy, my broadcast. I feel cozy. Family Low says, Base Davey, so good to see you, or GTSY. Big hugs, doing well, busy but good. Oh, excellent. 7 viewers. Whoop whoop. Base T. Derek's in the house. I haven't seen you for a while, Derek. You know, I keep on meaning to show the clips of you because, you know, Derek, ladies and gentlemen, is a warrior. He's out there on the front lines, you know, against the tyranny. It's pretty bad out there. This country is butter-gucked. And you know, Donald Trump. In fact, what I'm going to do first, right? So tonight we have a say the ghostly-looking Tinker on the microphone, and the only reason why, just want to explain, he looks that way is because he is green. He has a lot of green coloring, and he's also yellow. So because of the green screen, he looks a bit ghostly because he vanishes into the screen, you know, into the chroma. So just going to say I had a busy day today. Was spent the morning pretty much on Patriot Soapbox. I hosted it for, turned out to be 5 hours, which, you know, I don't intend. 3 hours is my allotted time, and unfortunately, the gentleman who is supposed to take over at noon, my time, has ceased to do that, and those in charge of the channel have actually not found a replacement yet. So anyway, so some might get left in the lurch. Now, anyway, it is what it is. And I could obviously just leave if I so chose. I could just say, right, I'm done, right, clock off, and then the screen would go. I don't think the screen would go black. I'm not sure what would be left on the screen if I actually just signed out. But they work very hard. PSB has been going since 2018, and it's a family-run channel. Pretty impressive, and he's still going. All the hosts, as far as I know, we don't get paid. I don't get paid anything. I don't receive lemons. I don't receive nicht, niet, nada, nothing for my efforts. But you know, I think it's important for me. It's always been about the message, trying to get the truth out there, trying to get information out there that people may not have had a chance to see, or talk about information that we have seen and maybe discuss it. So, you know, so I'm kind of on my 6th hour of live streaming today. So maybe feeling a bit jaded, having had to obviously take care of the necessary daily chores as well. Anyway, I'm also unpaid for tonight. Everything I do is voluntary. But, you know, I'm relying. You know, We know, don't we, crypto baby? Now, I had some excitement. I don't know why. I never learn. I never learn about dates and not getting it, and having myself trying to restrain myself from getting excited because today, of course, was the big day for an announcement of the digital assets report being produced for the White House. It was an executive order that President Trump put out there, and he asked for the digital assets report to be published. Oh, I'm going to show that later. Anyway, of course, I think a lot of us interpreted that as being going to be very exciting. We thought that XRP would be mentioned in the report. I don't know what we thought. I'll just speak for myself. And of course, all it was, I had a conversation with ChatGPT about it because I sort of took a glance. Yes, we're in the red today, and this is all very good buy the dip stuff, not financial advice. But I'd hope for a big boost because this report that was coming out, I thought it was going to be mega. I'm getting really sick and tired of people posting images or messages, posts that are historically inaccurate, time frame wise. I've lost count of how much content I'm coming across every day that are either video posts or message posts or images that are old, but being portrayed as though they're current, as though they've just happened. And I'm really sick of it. I am. It's very difficult today, where we are in 2025 with all the, just let alone all the AI crap, right? All the manipulation, everything else that's going on to make things seem like they're now. This post is posted, and I expect better from this Jack the Rippler. I really do get, and it's obviously a play on the Jack the Ripper, I mean not the Ripple, right? XRP bloke account, he has 414,000 followers. And he posted this message up, and it said, breaking, the White House crypto report does not include details about the strategic Bitcoin reserve, right? It's all about XRP, Sol, and ADA. Trump named XRP first. Bitcoin is used to be used to improve the new financial system. Right? And then there's this post here, and it's Donald Trump, a U.S. crypto reserve will elevate this critical industry after years of corrupt attacks by the Biden administration, which is why my executive order on digital assets directed the Presidential Working Group to move forward on a crypto strategic reserve that includes XRP, baby, Sol, and ADA. I will make sure the U.S. is the crypto capital of the world. We are making America great again. Now, I know damn well this was not posted today by President Trump. He didn't release the report. He did not say that today. Whilst this is an amazing post, and of course it was the first time he mentioned XRP, historically it was posted on the 2nd of March this year. So 4 months ago. I just get irritated. This Jack the Rippler has just done a clickbait post. Misleading, right? It's not true. It's just irritating. I'm irritated. I see that, right? Now, and I'm obviously checking with ChatGPT as to whether it's there. And there's another video going around of President Trump talking about how Nancy Pelosi, insider trading, she should be investigated, which of course she should be. But I believe he mentioned this again months and months ago. Whether it was, it was many months ago, but it's being posted as though it's recent. And of course, Nancy Pelosi's not been, as far as we know, she's not been arrested, investigated. Nobody has. It is the 30th of July, 2025, ladies and gentlemen. And as of this date, there is not a single solitary scumbag swamp creature of any note whatsoever who has been arrested for their crimes, and I'm not even going to say alleged, their damn crimes against America, treasonous, insurrection, humanity, morally. I'm sure there's more, I just can't think of them right now. No one. Nancy Pelosi. I don't know where that video is of Donald Trump. It was on somebody was posting it of him talking about Nancy Pelosi. You know, he's also, well, actually, he's been very active on his True Social account, and he's reposting stuff. Now, you see, Tinker's moved now. Tinker's moved to my left hand, as you can see, and that is a little bit hampering. Because I'd quite like to use the keyboard, but he's decided to relocate to my left hand, and it's my left hand that would like to use the keyboard. Oh, okay, so my headline, sorry, I've just seen my headline about Trump versus Khan. Okay, I'm gonna stop moaning right now. I'm gonna play a video that this young man decided to relocate to my left hand. Anyway, I'm gonna play a video now. This young guy about Trump and Khan, because Donald Trump just left. He's arrived back in the States, as far as I know, if it was today or last night. He had a fabulous time in Scotland, and he just raked with great decorum and aplomb Ursula von der Leyen, or Ursula von der Leyen, whatever. Silly cow from Germany. Tends to be the president of the Europäische of the European Union. And also Keir Starmer. Starmer. It was a beautiful, 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 beautiful thing. And this young man, whose YouTube channel is called British Stand, well, he really enjoyed what President Trump, his remarks about Sadiq Khan, who I playfully refer to as Sadiq can't, as he can't do anything. Can't run London. You're not meant to, right? Sadiq Khan's job is to Islamify London, okay? That's all it is. Everybody's jobs in our current space in England is to undermine, and sabotage this once beautiful land. That is sadly the name of the game, and still way too many people don't get it. I got it a very long time ago, and I didn't think so many people were quite so dumb and gullible and naive. I really didn't. Ow! Hey, I'm not calling you dumb, naive, and gullible, Tinker. Don't bite me. Okay, so I'm being mean. You don't bite me. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Not heard that one, buddy? Don't say nibbling at my cow. No, not nuzzling. No, that's not going to win me. Okay, it might win me over. Okay, are you saying sorry? All right. Get on there. Shut up. Anyway, let's look at this. Here we go. Sadiq Khan. This guy really enjoyed it. Tinker, you just landed on the keyboard.
I will. I'm not a fan of your mayor. Why not? I think he's done a terrible job. The mayor of London, but a nasty person. I think he's a friend of mine. No, I think he's done a terrible job. But I would certainly visit London. Yeah.
Now let's listen to the one that just came out over the last half hour. It's brilliant.
Look at you.
Europe has a big immigration
What are you
problem.
doing?
They also liked when I said that they have one of the worst mayors anywhere in the world in London. He's a horrible mayor, nasty guy, stupid guy in my opinion. He's a nasty man. And I want nothing to do with him, but I didn't think it was a big statement, and so many people said thank you for saying that. He's a bad guy. Khan is his name, I guess. He's done a lousy job, I can tell you that. A terrible mayor.
Oh, sorry. That's so. Sorry, everybody. I've just seen that volume was extremely low on that playback. It wasn't my fault, just so you know. Tinker is just really right. Come on, darling. Just go in there, please. Just stay there for a bit. Right. Let me play that back because I know you could barely hear that. It was quite low as it is, but this was President Trump on his way home from Scotland. Hang on. Up, up, up.
Europe has a big immigration problem. They also liked when I said that they have one of the worst mayors anywhere in the world in London. He's a horrible mayor, nasty guy.
He's right.
Stupid guy, in my opinion, but he's a nasty man, and I want nothing to do with him. But I didn't think it was a big statement, and so many people said thank you for saying that. He's a bad guy. Khan is his name, I guess.
Khan.
He's done a lousy
What's his
job,
name?
I can tell you that. Terrible mayor. No, but people liked it so much when I said that.
Mr. President, yesterday.
People loved that so much when I said that. Trump is definitely taking notice, and it's great to see that he just keeps on publicly humiliating Sadiq Khan, because we know how much of what Trump is saying is absolutely true, and he just keeps on going. It's hilarious. Sorry, let me just watch this.
Do you know how many people, I mean, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Brits who are true Brits and true to this country, we adores President Trump. He pointed out all of the shortfalls, all of the terrible events that are going on in this country, all of the issues in such a succinct manner, unusually for him. I mean, he touched on everything from the climate crap with the wind turbines that are absolute hellhole, right to the Sadiq Khan, to the stupid boats coming in, the free speech issue. No kidding. I mean, the people in this country are in big trouble, right? The censorship is going to be absolutely, it's going to be like it's never been seen before. Totalitarianism, because it's going against the government policy.
One line.
He's playing it again, I think. Anyway, so this young guy, I say it's called British Stand on YouTube. Oh, well, I'll put the link in the chat if you like. I enjoyed watching him, enjoy Donald Trump. President Trump is just a gift. My only issue, I have got issues though, right? I've got issues. I'm concerned that nobody's been arrested yet. We're still doing trial by media. I'm unable, can I get Truth Social here? I'm unable to get Truth Social on my laptop. And I don't know if I'm going to have a problem here. I'm having problems with getting... This is weird, okay? So this is what I get. Now, when I try to get on Truth Social, I'm signed in, but what happens is I get not found, which of course... So, oh, it's come back. Okay, I'm going to stop that. I had many issues with trying to access Truth Social on my laptop. I tried every which way, all kinds of ways, and I got that. Now suddenly, maybe they had technical problems, I don't know. But anyway, I just want to tell you, President Trump has been reposting images from, which is very powerful. They're very powerful images. One of his today was this one, which was, it's time to indict Obama, the traitor for treason. Now, all he has to do is tell his DOJ to arrest him. Donald Trump is the senior police officer of the United States of America. He's in charge. He is the boss of the DOJ. He's the boss of the FBI. He's the boss of the CIA. He's the boss of all of the agencies. The buck stops with President Trump. President Trump has the power. So why are we doing this? Why is he doing this here? Why doesn't he order his arrest? Please tell me why. Why is this going on and on? The only other thing as well that disturbs me about this image, of course, I think many of you will see, is that the symbolism of the one eye. That could be just, Donald Trump doesn't, I don't know who put this together, but the whole Illuminati, Freemasonry, one eye covered, one eye showing, I don't know. But anyway, so Donald Trump, did he post this or did this woman post it? Hang on, it says replying to Donald Trump. Well, it was attached to his. So Donald Trump posted, Chuck Grassley, who I got re-elected to the U.S. Senate when he was down by a lot in the great state of Iowa, could solve the, quote, blue slip problem we're having. With respect to the appointment of highly qualified judges and U.S. attorneys, with a mere flick of the pen, demon rats like Schumer, Warner, Kaine, Booker, Schiff, and others, sleazebags all, have an ironclad stoppage of great Republican candidates. Isn't it funny how... Why did this not happen when Obama was the fake president or Biden was the fake president? It's amazing how They managed to get everything that they wanted. What's the deal, guys? I know Swamp. They're controlled. So it says, put simply, the President of the United States will never be permitted to appoint the person of his choice because of an ancient and probably unconstitutional quote-unquote custom that if you have even one person in the opposite party serving in the U.S. Senate, he or she must give consent, thereby completely stopping the opposite party's nomination. The only way to beat this hoax is to appoint a demon rat or a weak and ineffective Republican. Therefore, I would never be able to appoint great judges or U.S. attorneys in California, New York, New Jersey, Illinois, Virginia, and other places where there is coincidentally the highest level of crime and corruption, the places where fantastic people are most needed. Senator Grassley must step up like crooked Joe Biden did when he openly broke at least 2 times the quote-unquote blue slip scam, and like others have done over the years, and let our great Republican judges and U.S. attorneys be confirmed. He should do this immediately and not let the demon rats laugh at him and the Republican Party for being weak and ineffective. Democrats have broken this ridiculous custom on us. It's time that we break it on them. Chuck, I know you have the courage to do this. Do it. Now, you know, the problem is that I'm having, right? So Donald Trump's giving Chuck Grassley a public dressing down, telling him, and, you know, everybody seems to like Chuck Grassley, right? Isn't he the corn guy? So, you know, I don't know. I left a little bit of this out, but, you know, the other big thing, of course, discussed today was to do with the Federal Reserve and the whole, are the rates going to be reduced? A quarterly report was put out, and there was a 3% GDP, right, which surprised everybody, and yet, of course, the Fed Reserve, no change to the interest rates. They're still too high. So it's been a bit of a downer for me. I feel the digital asset publication is just actually, as it happens, just a document that I was getting excited about because I thought XRP might be mentioned. I thought it might be a big boost to us. And it turns out, and I did check with Chuck GPT. Who's that? Chuck GPT. I've just renamed it. I checked, and when I'm quite used to a lot of things now. Where is it? Briefings and statements. Where is it? Oh, fact sheet, is it? Yeah. So here today, the fact sheet, the President's Working Group on Digital Asset Markets releases recommendations to strengthen American leadership in digital financial technology. Oh. You know what this is? All it is just a regurgitation of what is already happening that hasn't happened yet. It's already been recommended. It's, you know, we've got to have legislation, we've got to have clarity with the digital assets, we must have this. Oh my days. It's the legislation we're waiting to go through. We've had the Genius Act. We need the Clarity Act. We need the Anti-CBDC Act to go through. We need Ripple, the case, the SEC to drop the Ripple case once and for all. I mean, genuinely, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I feel like Groundhog Day. I feel like I'm living through Groundhog Day. It just is like a repeat. The migration, the Gaza, the Trump, you know, complaining about Obama and, you know, Hillary Clinton, and it's all being publicly put out there, but nobody's been arrested of note. I want to stop seeing these posts, actually. I used to want to see posts, and I wanted to see President Trump, you know, referencing things with regards to the swamp creatures. But I'm telling you, I'm over. I don't want to see it all being played out in the media. I want it all to be. I want it in Guantanamo. Come on now. So wait a minute, I'm seeing replies to Donald Trump. I was led to believe that Donald Trump had actually reposted stuff. If these people are replying to him, is he seeing them? Now here. Wait a minute, what's this today? Actually, you know what, he said this before about Nancy Pelosi. This is today. It says the VA Home Loan Program Reform Act. This is what he was wearing.
Okay. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
No photo pen? It's a very important bill, and we want to thank everybody for the great help, and in particular you two guys have done a fantastic job. Thank you very much.
So the VA Veterans Association Home Loan Program Reform Act. So that's nice. Something good for the veterans. Excellent. He said, Donald Trump said, we're very busy in the White House today working on trade deals. I've spoken to the leaders of many countries, all of whom want to make the United States extremely happy. I'll be meeting with the South Korean trade delegation this afternoon. South Korea is right now at a 25% tariff, but they have an offer to buy down those tariffs. I'll be interested in hearing what they offer us. What the offer is. We have just concluded a deal with the country of Pakistan, whereby Pakistan and the United States will work together on developing their massive oil reserves. We're in the process of choosing the oil company that will lead this partnership. Who knows, maybe they'll be selling oil to India someday. Likewise, other countries are making offers for a tariff reduction. All of this will help reduce our trade deficit in a very major way. A full report will be released at the appropriate time. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Make America great again. So, interesting. You know, he's making trade deals. What's his name? Jerome Powell today, drivel, just went on and on about, well, we're not sure about what's going on with things. We don't know if we can really count on what's happening or apply it. So we've got to be careful with moving forward. Donald Trump is saying, bloody well, lower the interest rates. Right? I mean, I don't really want to listen to Jerome Powell. He's a deep state swamp creature. He's part of the private bank. So he gave a 46-minute drivel blurb. I don't like the gold. This of course, the gold flags, the gold whatever rim, whatever lining denotes still the maritime law. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know anymore.
Policy after briefly reviewing economic developments. Recent indicators suggest that growth of economic activity has moderated. GDP rose at a 1.2% pace in the first half of this year, down from 2.5% last year. Although the increase in the second quarter was stronger at 3%, focusing on the first half of the year helps smooth through the volatility in the quarterly figures related to the unusual swings in net exports.
Oh, shut up. I can't. I want to throw up. I'm so pissed off. I can't stand this creature. And it's my understanding he could fire him. I'm sorry. Not sorry, but in technically speaking, President Trump, even though they said that, the Federal Reserve, everybody thinks it's part of the government. It's not, right? It's a separate entity. However, under the sort of veil of what everybody's seeing, to be brutally frank, the Federal Reserve technically should be in the executive. It's in the executive branch. And guess who's the boss of the executive branch? You see, you know why I know he could fire him? Do you know why? Very simple. Anybody that the President of the United States can appoint or hire is somebody that they can actually fire. And we know that President Trump has a short list of names of people that he's going to replace Jerome Powell with, when apparently Jerome Powell's tenure officially ends next frickin' May. So it's all, if it was a demon rat in power, they would have got rid of him without a blink. So, well, I can hire, I can fire. But it's this whole fake news, right? This whole manipulation of what is. Well, it's not really, he's not directly like, well, if President Trump could not appoint somebody to replace Jerome Powell, then, of course, I would say, okay, it seems to be a separate entity. They're a law unto themselves. Right? I'm right. I know I'm right. I'm right, guys. I'm right. So all of this nonsense, oh, we can't fire him. No, he doesn't have the power. Yes, he does. He's the boss. He's the CEO. Anyway. Skillful Lark said Brexit was going to become stronger than the US system, and Trump set out to defeat that. Well, Brexit, we didn't get Brexit. We got Brexit in name only, okay? Because it was a bit like, having demon rats in charge of your country and trying to undermine it and destroy it. It's the same thing for this country, okay? For the Parliament, who had the power, they lost. The people voted Brexit. Parliament wanted remain. And so what they did, even though we won, is all they did was spend years dragging their feet, undermining it, putting new things in, suggesting that we needed a deal in order to be able to leave. All just a whole load of hooey baloney. So we didn't get Brexit. We got the worst aspects of it. The fact that Starmer was able to make a deal with President Trump independently of the European Union. EU. Well, he still didn't take advantage of it properly. Keir Starmer's doing his best to just completely kowtow to the Europeans. It's just disgusting. It's a disgusting disgrace. We've been betrayed. We're still being betrayed to this day. And I'm a little bit pissed off. Now, we have one big thing, of course, that President Trump had said. I can't play this Jerome Powell, by the way. I just can't stand him. He's just a weasel, vile, evil little man, and I just wish Trump would just get rid. I want Trump to make a stand. I don't care about the blowback he gets. That's just me. All right, now on the website basedavy.com, these are tonight's show notes. I covered this morning, the Pact for the Future, which is very dark. I don't want to do all bad news, guys. I don't. I kind of sort of saw myself as a challenger of the fake distributed news, but also a bringer of good tidings and joy, and a bit of fun and laughter to mix. And I find myself bitching and moaning about everything. Moan. And I put this kind of stuff on my website. So, in fact, this is for you to reference for yourselves. I'm not going to go over it properly. It's called Pact for the Future. It's a dystopia, right, about digital ID and everybody under the control of the dark side. And I can't forget my great Palantir Canon. I need to read that myself. The Palantir Canon from Observing Consciousness on X is a counter to the dystopia, right? And I gave myself the task of reading this bloody thing out, thinking it was only going to be one essay, not knowing it was going to be a multitude of parts, very long and interesting parts of an individual who's gone through all the steps of the Freemasons pyramid, Illuminati news. I associate the two together, right? Freemasons, Illuminati, whatever. And saying how the White Hats, the good guys, managed to flip this Palantir, which is spying on everybody, swooping up all information, every piece of data, metadata, every single aspect of everybody's lives, and storing it for use against individuals, right? The sort of big spy in the sky, Big Brother. Now, what I like to believe, I'm choosing to think of salvation for us, of course, besides from God in heaven above, it's going to happen, right? He's going to save us. In the meantime, whilst we're waiting for that to happen, the Palantir account, apparently the White Hats, managed to get a hold of this thing, and they flipped it round and shone the mirror of the Palantir on all the bad guys. And that's how Doge is. I think that's one reason why Doge has been able to produce all of the information in such great detail with the links and the ties to the money laundering machines. Still nobody's been arrested. Nobody been arrested. Funny that. Oh, trust the plan, that's right. Anyway, oh, stop. Going downhill again. So I think I only managed to get to part 2 so far. Partially read through part 2. So, you know, it's time, isn't it? It's time. It's a time consumption. Got these, this is more fun to talk about. It's a money revolution. All right, you know what? I'm going to take a look in the chat. I'm going to take a look at the chat. Skillful Lark is lolling about something. Not sure what has tickled your feather fancy. Family Low has got clapping dogs in the GIF. Not a lot of discussions going on. D Marshall, good news. I get my new... Is that a car? It's very small. On Friday. Whoop whoop. Oh yes, that's right. That's right. Poor old Derek, ladies and gentlemen. D Marshall and D Live, I recall now, was at that protest in Epping initially, and on his way home he had a prang. I forgot the smaller detail of who was responsible for the prang. I can't imagine it would be Derek at all. I'm sure it was the other driver. So he's been struggling without a car. And Sleuth for Truth in Foxhole or Pilled said, I think that struggling without a car. I think that Starmer ended up saying he likes the mayor. Well, Starmer said it was his best mate. His best mate. Good mates with the little Sadiq Khan. And just so you know, I have a very sneaking suspicion that pretty much everybody in power has taken the knee to either Islam or, well, to Judaism. I'm not sure of many Christians. You know, Christians don't have power, baby. But we have the Jewish connection, which is extremely concerning. We have the Islamic connection, which is very concerning. And, you know what? I've had a few things go a little bit viral here. Oh yeah, Trump reposted this, right? Reposted this reply to... Yay, Trump reposted this reply to him earlier today, right? This is what Trump reposted. No, again. See, I'm not sure. This is posted by Women for Trump. This, until this happens, nothing will change. Of course, it's that infamous image of the arrests being made. And people say that Trump reposted it, but I just see it under the feed. I see that somebody replied to him. So put a 1 in the chat if you think that President Trump has, in fact, reposted this because it's there, or if it's just somebody simply replying to President Trump on his feed. That's what I need to know. Because obviously if President Trump reposts something, that means something. If somebody just replies to him with something important, then it's not relevant at all. So put a 1 if you think, yes, he did actually acknowledge this, or 2 if no. In fact, it's just somebody replying in his feed. Nothing to get excited about. Right, now, let me move swiftly along. Apparently today we had there was a major earthquake hours ago, an 8.8 earthquake in the Pacific near Russia. Somebody happened to mention to me that it just so happened that Russia mentioned something about XRP and Ripple, and then bish bash bosh, the next thing you know, there's an 8.8 earthquake and tsunami warnings all over the Pacific Ocean edges, which of course, this is what all these these were all yellow dots. Now they were yellow squares were watches and purple were threats. And of course, I believe, and hopefully, the results have been quite tame, I'm thinking. Let me just take a look. I think I have a couple of images in my Telegram. Yeah, here's one saying The tsunami advisory for San Francisco, California has been cancelled. And of course, they're not tsunamis. They're more like, I would say they're more like tidal waves, or, you know, quite strong waves. Let's see. I was sure I put them in here, but I guess I haven't. I fire myself. I thought I posted them there. Maybe I've got them in my bookmarks. Anyway, so how are we doing tonight then, Don? Maybe it's in my bookmarks. I saw a few waves. I guess it was just today. I don't know, you see. And I didn't realise the Great Wall of China ended there. Did you? Just goes like that? I mean, that's not a big barrier there, is it? They just need to swim out there and go around and they're past it. I mean, what the hell's the point of building this huge wall across the entire country? Apparently. In fact, I don't even know if it does. The Great Wall of China. I have the image of this Great Wall going right across the country, but maybe it doesn't. And it ends just sort of partially in the sea. I suppose it's kind of hard. I'm not being very fair, am I? Maybe the no, it couldn't have been different then. Maybe there were trees there or something before. But I guess it's quite tricky. How did they build it in the sea? How's it still there? We don't know what's happened, do we? We just don't know. How do they build all those fabulous buildings? Let me see the, I think I might have waves here. Come on. Here we go. No. Come on, I must see a wave. I'm sure I saw waves. I just bookmarked every. I went through a mad thing of bookmarking today. Just about everything I saw, because I couldn't see it at the time, so I had to just bookmark to check later. I have got some light entertainment at the end to show you. Remind me. Immigration problem. Yep. Oh, please tell me I've got this flippin' waves coming. Oh, I did a lot of bookmarks today. Oh, wait. See, people, you know what? I think it's fake news. See, Benny Johnson said that President Trump posted this, but he didn't. Somebody else posted it on Trump's feed. Oh, God. Forget about tooth. Oh, no! Please tell me I see some waves. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Come on now. Do you see how many bookmarks I've got to go through now? This is still from today. Here we go. Oh, I found something. So this apparently was Hawaii. Hilo. Right? Now, the thing that got me about this, right, was this image, right, of Hawaii. This is apparently flooding from the earthquake.
Yes, sir. Now we're getting somewhere.
Yes.
Folks are coming to the front door. All right.
What does that
Plants
mean?
are being dragged out. Who knows when we'll see those again? All right.
All right. I mean, that is the weirdest reaction to apparent flooding I've ever seen. And then, of course, look at this. This is apparently Hawaii as well. And I know that Hawaii, it's either daylight or it's nighttime. And I can tell you that when the earthquake hit, it should have been nighttime when I was doing my broadcast. So then we have another report from somebody, a post, Hawaiian Island, of a tsunami warning, and the person posting saying, why are these people surfing when there's tsunami warnings? So it couldn't have been, it's either daylight or night, so I don't know. It's just so much crap floating around. This says, despite tsunami warnings, RAW's alerts, Despite tsunami warnings and major impacts expected within minutes, people are still standing along the shoreline in Hawaii, some even out on surfboards in the water, as a tsunami is expected to arrive any moment now following a powerful magnitude 8.8 earthquake. Now, that's a ridiculously powerful earthquake. I don't know, have we had any images? Have there been any images of the earthquake? Let me just see. I know I was going to show you something funny. So much to show you. I've got a lot of bookmarks here. I didn't see anything else about waves. No. Tinker, please don't bite me. Let's see. How about, should I do earthquake or tsunami? Please don't bite me. Tsunami bomb? Tsunami bomb? Oh, it was a tsunami? I never heard of that before. Was an attempt during World War II to develop a tectonic weapon that could create destructive tsunamis. Here we go. This said whales have started to wash ashore in Japan as a result of the massive tsunami.
海に打ち上げられているものとみられます。今回の津波との関連というのは情報が入っていませんけれども、千葉県館山市の海岸、クジラが打ち上げられている様子がわかります。何頭も
Oh no, whales! Arigato, marigato, no tataki, oh, poor whales. Oh, that's horrible. I hope they managed to get back in again. Actually, I think those whales are dead. A bang that echoed around the world, a phenomenon known as the Death Stranding. Oh, Oprah bloody Winfrey! I can't stand that cow. Here's a footage of the earthquake in Russia. Horrible. Oh. How brave are they? Do you know what?
Он попадал там что-то. Монитор держу, но он когда...
How brave are they to stay with the patient who's unconscious? Where I would say in other places, I would have suggested that they would have run out of the room. Oh, that's so incredible. How horrible. Alright. That didn't look like an 8.8, but it could have been at the end of the thing. I'm not an expert. Anyway, never mind. Right, so, I mean, I haven't heard any news. Have you heard any news? Yeah, of course, we get this huge... fake news. Distraction. I'm being distracted, aren't I? Has it worked? I guess it did. Alright, where was I? Before I got rudely interrupted by the tsunami. Alright. I'm not seeing much interaction. I might just end this now. Am I going to end my stream? Because I'm not getting much. It feels like I'm talking to myself, ladies and gentlemen. If you are with me, show me signs of life in the chat right now. Otherwise, I'm going to cut this show short. Because seriously, I have got things I need to do. Then sit here and go over all the stuff I've already been over in my day and seen already and heard about already. All right. But anyway, all right. So until I see, I'm going to give you a few more minutes to react. And if I don't get any interactions in the chats, then I will be sayonaraing myself. All right. Okay. Now, what else is in my chat? UK protests. Oh, Gaza Wood. Where's my Gaza Wood stuff? Gaza Wood. Gaza Wood. Yeah, just go to my website, basedave.com. Oh, we got Dick and Doris in the house. XRP, baby. Thank you, Dick and Doris. Oh, yeah. Where's my Gaza Wood stuff? Hold on. Oh yes, I have got a Gaza Wood article. Please tell me, ladies and gentlemen, this is down the conspiratorium hole. It's not quite the same thing. If Dick and Doris, you keep on... Oh, Derek's still here. Okay, well done, Derek. All right, so that's good. Snow kiwi. Oh, thanks, sir. Okay, so we have signs of life. Skillful Lark says, sorry, sometimes you just got to do something different. What? 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 Can somebody please tell me why Donald Trump, I looked it up, is supposed to be 6'3". We can allow for maybe an inch or two loss in age, maybe, shrinkage. Keir Starmer's supposed to be 5 feet. Is he 7 or 8.5? There's supposed to be a 7.5 inch difference between the height of these two. So what's the deal? Explain this to me. Why are they pretty much the same height? I mean, I know Keir, probably wears heel, to get him a bit taller. But he is a short ass for a man. I'm sorry, for a bloke, he is. Not as short as Zelensky or Macron or all the other shorties. But Donald Trump should be towering over him. And he's not, he didn't. What's the deal? What's going on? See, these two, look.
For the very...
I mean, Macron's even taller than Starmer. And Macron's a shorty, so please tell me, just in simple, straightforward stuff, without the clone stuff. Please explain if it's not going to go down that clone alley, which I find very difficult to talk about. I really find the clone discussions very. I can't accept that. So, VY22 says, we are in the house, Amy. Keep up the good work. Thank you. All right, I'll keep going then. So I did look them up, and there's 6'3" and 5'8.5", and to my mathematics, there should be 7.5 inches difference, and they're pretty much almost level with maybe an inch or two. I don't know what that's about, Les Robert. The jihadi hotels in England, I'm going to call them jihadi hotels. Forget about asylum. They're not seeking asylum. They've come to be army crew. They've come to be agents for the government. I mean, how people don't get that, well, people didn't get COVID. They didn't understand that. They didn't understand Brexit referendum. They didn't understand the jib-jab stuff. So how are they going to get the fact that we've got all these foreign fighting age men not needing to come here at all? No need whatsoever to come to England. The border for England, the United Kingdom, has been the sea. A big bloody great channel, multiple miles wide, that has been a great deterrent for invaders. But somehow, some way, just like that, it's like it's not there. And the reason why is because the government is enabling, bringing them over on purpose. We had the COVID lockdown in order to empty the hotels. It had nothing to do with a so-called virus. They wanted, and this was back in 2020, they emptied the hotels so that they could bring these fighting age men in and put them all around the country in hotels and look after them, feed them, clothe them, give them all they need to keep them here. They didn't come here just, they came here to get the benefits and to work for the government. And, good luck, everybody. So on my site for today, there's this report here from Talk Radio on YouTube saying about this mosque inside an asylum hotel. There's a lot more inside the asylum hotels, right? So clips there, all bad news. Sorry about that. Oh, right. Now, I also have on my website, I have Gaza Wood. Gaza Wood. With a bit of Pallywood. For all the numpties who believes, I think I did publish this. Who's checked out my Gaza Wood? Did I put Gaza Wood? I don't think I did. Anyone who's not from here and who still believes the Gaza narrative spewed out by the fake stream media, you are just plain stupid, gullible, and I have zero respect for you. Wake up! So Gaza wood. Oh yeah, they were banging the pots and pans. I showed this one. So there's a website on my. There's a article on my website a few days ago, showing how we have a chef. They're not even trying anymore. I mean, they don't have to. It's in your face. There's apparently the wreckage of Gaza from the balcony. Starving Gazans. Everybody's convinced of the starving Gazans. I can't do anything about cognitive dissonance. It's just bizarre. And here in the foreground, we have beautiful vegetables, beautiful, beautiful vegetables, and a beautiful dish being prepared. Right? They are laughing in and out. This is to the people who believe Gaza, the Gaza starvation story. You're absolute fools. You really are. You've been played for fools. Now they're even going so far as to record these videos with the apparent devastation in the background. That's how much they're laughing at you bunch of idiots. And then we have this performance. Why would they do, if this was true, if Gaza, if they're really being starved by the Israelis, why would they have this need to, well, this is not faking, this is actually laughing at you, because they're showing, to begin with, the bloke in his cafe, right, with his pot coming in. Oh, it's not playing now, hold on. It's just so annoying. I can't believe I'm still hearing people today. And on channels that I watch that are not on the mainstream, fake stream media, talking about the starvation. And there's all the trucks, the food trucks that the UN they're not taking it in there. And when they do, Hamas steals it. But even so, there's an abundance of food. There's a whole shed ton of let me see if I've got Instagram. Let me see. Actually, hang on. Instagram. Can I get Instagram on here? I don't know if I can. Oh, Instagram. I think it's on Instagram that oh, I don't want to log in. No, I can't log in. Damn it. Amir, does he have the videos? Let me just say, it's outrageous. I'm not sure. Does he do the? Oh no, it's Gazawood. Sorry, it's Gazawood. All right. So parents in Gaza keep forcing their kids to eat inedible things for low-grade propaganda. Making me, they're making me eat sand and. Right, a Gaza woman is furious over dessert prices at a Gaza restaurant. So this says a Gazan photographer, Ala Abo Katro, shared this video, furious about restaurant prices in Gaza. Here's what she said. Not sure what hit me harder, the basbousa or the shock. I expected 50 shekels to get me a plate, a full plate, not just a spoonful. I went to a restaurant in Gaza and ordered a basbousa for 50 shekels. I expected a dish. They brought me one piece. The heart attack was enough to make me start documenting the moment. What do you think? Was the basbousa worth it, or am I the only one who got scammed? Screenshot with timestamp and source at the end of the clip, as always. Now here's something the world rarely hears. For years, Israelis were angry that prices in Gaza were often much lower than in Israel, even though Gaza lived off foreign aid and Israeli taxpayers. Water, fuel, electricity provided for free or at massive discounts from Israel for decades. And yet the price she's complaining about, that 50 shekel basbousa, is exactly what Israelis pay for the same dessert in most restaurants. Price in Israel range between 30 to 60 shekels depending on the location. But Gazans aren't used to paying full price. They're used to subsidies, handouts, and free aid. Here's the post. They are not starving. They are taking the piss. They have restaurants. They have markets full of food. They have food aplenty. It's all propaganda. Look what they're doing, right? Look. He's laughing, this kid, right? This child's had black stuff. I mean, not even trying. They're not even trying. Well, they don't have to, because people are gullible. I still hear people talking about them starving. The poor Gazans are starving. I know they're starving. I know there's a genocide. No, there isn't. There's no genocide. Look at this video right here, promo. You can't run a famine campaign on an empty stomach, which is why Gazan restaurants keep thriving. Right? Look at this. Bloody music. It's all the ads for Gaza, right? All the cafes. There you go. Ads in it. What? Look. It's all there, all over Instagram. Look at them. All over the place. I mean, what is wrong? It makes me, honestly, it pisses me off so much. I can't tell you. Pizza places. It's just, you know, it's pathetic. Chocolate donuts, anyone? Unacceptable. Only chocolate-covered donuts were available in Gaza. Not a single Lotus caramel swirl brioche in sight. I mean, what is wrong with you? And I'm going to speak to the, I don't know, I guess people who, but, well, I'm going to check with my viewers. I might be rude. Be careful what you say. Put a 5 in the chat if you actually think, if you're believing the fake stream, lamestream media, you're believing the politicians like Starmer, like Macron, like whatever. We're talking about all the demon rats, talking about a genocide, starvation in Gaza. Put a 5 if you believe that there is a starvation going on and Israel is being outrageous. And put a 9 in the chat if you agree with my take that it's a load of BS. It's a big fat fake out. It's a psyop. People are being absolutely played for idiots. They are laughing in our faces and they're not grateful for anything. They just want more. It's like gypsies. Unfortunately, gypsies have a very, very bad reputation because they tend to be grifters who are just wanting to get free handouts. Now, if everybody's okay with that, more for you. I personally don't like being taken advantage of by anybody. There is enough suffering going on in the world that's not getting the attention it deserves. That's what really bites. And this is an absolute, this is beyond. And, you know, Unity News Network, I will mention them, and even people on Patriot Soapbox are idiots. Absolute gullible fools. You are just plain dumb and in denial. And this virtue signaling, it's just really tedious that you are believing this bullshit. It is absolute bullshit. There is no starvation. It's Hamas, this Islamic Jihad who are doing their thing. They don't want peace. They use the people. Look, they got football going on. Look at the people in the hotels. You know, it's the easiest jihad being carried out and waged. And, you know, I feel bad for the kids who are abused by the parents, right? Being made to eat sand just for the cameras, for propaganda. That's what they're doing. It's a TikTok thing. This child. I hate seeing this, right? This child has been made to eat sand. It's disgusting. It really is. And here we have this woman with boobs that never end. She's complaining. The Eid was, as you could see, the Eid was the same as any day, normal day. There was no bread. Look at the side. Her tits are down here, down to her feet. The Eid was the same as normal day. No bread, no food, no nothing. Does she look underfed? No, of course not, because she's not. Don't know what to say, people. This woman's complaining because these are mussels.
Today, I walked through a Nusayrat market, not knowing what I would bring home.
They're called mussels. They're delicious and enjoyed in cuisines all over the world. They're also incredibly healthy, high in protein, low in fat, rich in omega-3s, iron, zinc, and a variety of essential vitamins and minerals. The world. Not quite the Nutella they're used to in Gaza, but it's real food and it's actually good for you.
I searched for flour, sugar, oil for my children. Nothing. Empty shell. Then I saw something new, strange to us in Gaza. Shells. I asked the seller.
She said, what happens when you're raised on Nutella, global handouts, malls and restaurants, and delusion? You start calling real food unidentifiable and truly believe you're starving. These are mussels that she's bitching about. She doesn't know what she's eating. I mean, not that I'd particularly want to have mussels to eat, to be honest with you. I think they're disgusting. But, you know, what the fake stream propaganda media news has done is taken people who've got actual illnesses, nothing to do with starvation, and portrayed them as though they're starving babies or whatever. It's very easy. It's very simple. Yes, darling. Tinker's not impressed with what I'm talking about. It's horrible. It's a horrible deception. Here's another one, the same similar thing. They did the ambulance driving lunatics, right? So she's doing this performance with the pot. Remember with the one I showed you at the cafe earlier?
Wake up, it's a long night, darling. Wake up, it's the brightest sky.
I'm afraid they have no shame, right? Do you understand? They have no shame. They think it's great to deceive. They are truly possessed by demons to manipulate, use, abuse, encourage to deceive and beg. Palestine is a big fat lie, guys. The story. It literally is a story. It's really, you know, the true agenda is about, you know, it's the globalist crap. Anyway, I've put the actual, from what I've been able to find out, right? You know, I found all this out by research, by digging, and by what I know about Turkey and Islam and the jihad. You know, the weapon of choice, the people in power are using this for their own ends, and it suits them. And anything that David Lammy writes as the Foreign Secretary, you need to take the opposite view, because if you don't, then you're an idiot. And of course, he's talking about the humanitarian crap, he talks about the starvation. Why would Israel provide all the food and then prevent people from getting it? Why would they shoot the people they're trying to help? All they want to do is get the hostages out and get rid of Hamas, and then everything stops. These people in Gaza, they are aiding and abetting the enemy. Some of them are Hamas. All they want to do is take over the land. They want to get rid of Israel, get rid of the Jews. That's it. But, you know, I just don't understand people who've got nothing to gain. falling for this. I mean, who are just, I guess, I don't know what it is. I do not know. The truth is the problem. And I have on this, again, on this website, on this particular topic, this article, I've got the story about Palestine and Israel and the truth of what actually is going on. The pots and pans. So, take a look at this, share this article with anybody you like who thinks that they think that Gaza is, starvation is happening. It's just so annoying. It really is annoying. I'm shocked at how dumb people are. I really am. This one here, this is quite an interesting article by Susie Cotter, where she shows this the actual facts about the truth about Palestine. But of course, it's all interpreted by people. Can't seem to open this up here, but I invite you to just say, go to the website, take a look, basedavid.com, and do yourself a favor. Anybody who thinks is in doubt about what's going on there, just take a look at the evidence and think about it. But what makes sense? Whatever the fake stream media news is talking about, what position they're on, what stance they take, then the natural way to get somewhere closer to the truth is to just go straight to the opposite viewpoint. So if they're supporting Gaza, then you must be thinking, hang on a minute, if they're supporting Gaza, then they must be talking BS. If they're supporting Israel, then guess what? Believe Gaza. If they're supporting Gaza, then you've got to believe Israel. And think about what you know about Israel over the decades. What you've heard, what you've seen about the Jewish people there and how people are living there. Just do a little bit of digging and use a bit of common sense. I mean, I kid you not, right? I put myself through the pain tonight, and I confess, I listened to that doofus on Unity News a little bit, just literally a few minutes, because I can't cope with much more. He actually said he's more concerned, he's more fearful of the Jewish extremist over a Muslim extremist. There's no hope. I mean, there's genuinely no hope for it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what spell they've been cast over them, but I can tell you, if you see, I recorded the violence that was against, he looked like a Muslim who'd been attacked in London the other day. Of course, we've got this nice man, right, on a plane. He's going to bomb the plane. Death to America, death to Trump. Aloha snack bar, right? Somebody just show me one Jewish extremist. Show me one Jewish mass murderer. Here's the video of what happened the other day. Now, it's quite interesting because this is very gory and bloody, but this man has several weapons. This guy is severe. I don't know if he survived, but he's been held down. Horrible violence from the usual suspects of jihad, right? Islam.
Yes. What the fuck is going on?
I initially thought that these two were trying to help him, but they weren't. She was holding him down, and he's continuing to assault him. I don't know who he is. I don't know if he was, maybe he was the aggressor, and they're just pissed off and they've got him. I have no idea what the story is. All I know is it's very gory, it's very cold, heartless, it's brutal, it's disgusting, and I don't know, this is London. Happened on the streets of London, and it's happened every day. Sorry, that's Tinker doing that. It's vile. And, there's many, many more stories of so-called machetes being used. And it is only Islam, guys. There's no Jewish fanatics out there, okay, who are going around slashing at people. There's no Christian fanatics. There's no Hindu, Buddhist. Nothing. It's a common denominator, right? And for some reason, the people at Unity News Network are completely on the side of Islam and jihad. And even David Clueless, he quotes the jihadi quote, war cry of death to America and death to Israel. Nobody but a jihadist, Islamic jihadist, shouts that. What is a Scotsman doing shouting that if he hasn't converted to Islam? It's disgusting. You know, we have enough problems with our own government, with the policy enforcers in uniform, with Antifa, with the undercover police, without people who purport to be normal, regular people supporting death cults and condemning people who are trying to fight them. I mean, it is so surreal. I'm so sick of it. I really am. I don't know what to. And I hear on Patriot Soapbox as well. There's a bunch of people on there who are pro-Palestine and against Israel. What's wrong with you people? You're supporting jihad. You are behind the jihad instead of for innocent people. What is wrong with you? People have this Kalergi plan, the 1%, the so-called elite Jewish, whatever they are, who have got a definite, very sinister plan, right, to annihilate a whole plethora of people. Those are the ones with the power. It's not the Jewish people, the regular Israelis, who are westernized and they're civilized. But look at Islam. Where's the civilized aspect of Islam? Please tell me. Where do you see Islam being practiced where women are treated as equals? Show me that. Show me where there's no. Where do they allow 6-year-olds to be married? What do you think the paedophilia is about? It's completely condoned by Islam because Mo married a 6-year-old. Hello. So if he did it, then everybody else could do it. So what chance is there to root out this disgusting assault on children if you're backing a death cult who have pedophiles and misogynists as their rule of living? It's just weird. I don't understand non-Muslims who support anything to do with that death cult, pedophilic, misogynistic, non-Muslim loathing, even Muslim loathing people. What is wrong with you? How has your brain been removed and reinserted? I just genuinely don't get it. There's no defending it. And it's all around us now. We are completely contaminated in this country. And the fake legislation that's been passed, which is a complete load of tosh, with the whole online harms crap, which is just a legalese bullshit of the Matrix fakery that there is purely designed to stop people from protesting about the jihadists in their hotels, because the government has an agenda against us. And people say, oh, well, that's the Jewish connection. That's definitely going to be the Jewish connection that's behind it. No, it's not the poor Muslims. They're just victims. Don't talk about the machete-wielding rapists, gang rapists. No. It's Israel. It's the Jews. They're the ones you got to be concerned with. It's like, oh my God, are you serious? Are you serious? I don't know what to say. Don't know what to say. I can't help those people. They're completely lost. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, on this happy day, I'm kind of pissed off with the markets. Okay, I'm a little bit pissed off. I'm pissed off with the report that came out because, you know, and then people are talking about, oh, it's the 15th of August. They're going to drop the case, Ripple, the SEC against Ripple. They're going to drop it on the 15th of August is the magic date. Do you know how many times we've been given frickin' dates that have come and gone and nothing? I'm so sick of dates that just are empty promises. Well, apparently on Friday, everybody in America is going to be rich. That's what they say. Donald Trump is going to be handing out all the gold. Like hell he is. I don't know what's going to happen on Friday. It'd be fun if he did, but, you know, excuse me if I'm a little bit jaded. I can't suffer fools gladly. I hate the AI stuff. Hello, singing wind. Stop harm. I can't. I don't even find this funny anymore. Oh God, that poor baby. No, okay. I gotta find something happy. Okay, let me find something. Oh, for God's sake, it's just all perversion. I can't cope with this now. I've got to find something. Wait, let me find my bookmarks. Hold on. I'm going to find something pleasant and funny. Oh, XRP, baby. That is my escape to my island. I'm telling you now. I'm going to be on my island, and I'm going to be able to put all this behind me. It's all going to go away, all right? I'm going to forbid the speaking. There's going to be... I'm going to be a totalitarian dictator on my island, right? And there's going to be subjects that are going to be forbidden. And I'm going to have a punishment for anybody who breaks my base Damie law, Boatship Island law. Okay? Be warned. Be very afraid. I'm going to have a walk the plank situation. And I haven't decided whether I'm going to have piranhas or dolphins at the end of in the water. Okay, it'll be dolphins, don't worry, of course. I'm not going to have piranhas. Piranhas. Anyway. Some people will be listening and say, what the hell is she talking about, alright? What? Based ain't what? I gotta find my island. I have Tinker on my arm. Okay, I gotta be very careful. Tinker has decided to be attached to me tonight. Tinker was very naughty yesterday. Oh, here we go. Boatship Island. Where are we? Singing Wind, we there? Family Low is in the house. So here we go. Here's the island, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be... Oh my God, I can't wait for my island. VY20, unfortunately, that isn't too far from where I live in Camberwell. What, where that horrible violence took place? Oh God, Quantum Respawn. I'm sorry, I don't have any good news right now. Not that you want to hear. I can't tell you. The markets are tanking. The island awaits. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. It absolutely is extremely tedious. I sound like a broken record. I do, and I don't like the repetition that I have. And this looks like it's bad news. I'm afraid it's not good for the moment. It's, good purchasing prices if you're in the market. $3.09, bargain basement prices. But if you're not in the market for buying any, then I can't help you. And it's, there's just too many things that have to take place. This is what we need. Okay, Quantum Respawn. We need the Ripple, the SEC lawsuit to be dropped. Right? That's being hung. People think, oh, it's going to happen on the 15th of August. Right? We need the other parts of the legislation to go through, which is the Clarity Act and the Anti-CBDC Act. Those two to get put through the House, the Senate, signed into law. And obviously the ETFs, Exchange Traded Funds, to be approved. Those won't be approved until after the Ripple drops the lawsuit. So, we still have all these things in the way. Wait a minute. So Quantum Respawn says, it's a real slap in the face. It's really pissed me off. So Trump is trying to give everybody $600 when illegal's got way more than that. Don't tell me that's the August 1st present to everybody is $600. Oh, you see, 600 friggin' bucks. Are you? Well, wait a minute. $600. Wasn't that how much people were being promised after the damage with the flooding? Ah, flippin' heck. Where did you get that from, Quantum Respawn? I need to know the source, because if he's talking $600, that is just, I'm sorry. I think he'll get eggs thrown at him. He's going to get eggs thrown. Where did you get the $600 from? I can't look at more bad news. Oh, wait. Okay, so here, is this the best? Oh, no way. No way. Now, you see, Okay, we're gonna go. There's no way there's no way that could have happened. So here's somebody. He's got the ball is there. Huh? Wait.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh my God!
So do you know? I know what he did. You know what? He had a lob wedge. He used a high lofted lob wedge. So it hit the club, the top back to come up. Wow. Wow, and it was captured on film. I mean, what is that's amazing, right? Yeah. That was amazing. Okay, now, okay, so I'm going to show you happy now. All right, we're going to do happy now. I think I'm doing happy. I've had enough of the bad. What time is it? It's 10:30. What is going on? What happened to the time? All right, let's see some awe. Sorry, Tinker. Hello. Am I ignoring you? Here we go. Oh, God. Doggies and a lion. I mean, what is that about? How does that work? Oh. 1, 2, 3, oh. Obviously, the lion, when it was a cub, was looked after by the owner. No, I'm not doing that Sweeney stuff. I want to show you this thing. Oh, here we go. This is fun. I love this one. I love this one.
It's definitely down there. I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it too. I'm looking right at it. Yeah, well, I just feel like you can't be 100% sure because you're not looking in the water with me, so I'll just double check for you.
Tinker.
Yeah, it's definitely down there. See, if you looked in the water with me, you'd be able to see it.
Well, I see it just fine, so...
I'm telling you, man.
Come here.
I'm looking right at it.
Yeah, every time you do that, you're actually making it harder for me to see. Because
right there.
You keep shaking right there, dude. You keep shaking the water around it.
I don't know, dude. I think I'm just gonna deep dive for it. Maybe see all this.
Okay,
Sorry.
well, you're a dog, not a seal, so...
I'm going for it. Here we go.
No. Not even close. No. Come on, you're getting all wet.
Wow, yeah, that's at least like 3,049 or
It's not a number.
2 clicks or something down there.
No, just let me think of a better plan, okay?
Tell mom and dad I'm a good boy. I'm going in.
Wait, hold on.
I love this.
Saw a few sharks. I had to get out of there.
There's definitely no sharks.
Dude, come on. I think if we both go down at the same time, we'll be able to get it.
Okay, yeah, I know that sounds like a terrible plan, and I'm not gonna do
Yeah,
that.
seriously, I had it in my mouth. I was so close.
You at no point had that in your mouth. I saw the whole thing. You weren't even close.
I had to drop it. There was like 70 sharks.
Yeah, there's literally no sharks, so...
I love that one. I do love it. I love the voiceovers. All right, now there's another one that I thought was funny. I'm going to find funny. Hang on. I saved so many of these that I haven't seen yet. Oh, wait, no, not fun. Oh, this one. Okay, this is... Right. So, this is... watch this one. All right, this is funny.
Oh crap.
What do you... Can I help you?
No.
What are you doing here?
I'm really sorry. I was going to ding dong ditch you guys. I'm super sorry.
I was gonna ding dong. You know about the ding dong ditching rubbish that people do?
Does your dad know you're out here doing this?
Does your dad know you're out here doing this? She's gonna tell his daddy, right?
I will call him right now.
I will call him right now.
Yeah, he does know.
I
Yeah.
doubt that.
Yeah. Yeah, he does know. And she says, I doubt that. And then it's... What's the hold up?
I've been caught!
I've been caught. Well, run, idiot.
Is that your dad?
Is
Yeah.
that your dad?
He goes ding dong ditching with you?
Yeah, he says it's a core childhood memory and he wants to be a part of it.
Go down.
You gotta go!
Oh, this way. His dad's taking it. Oh, that is perfect, isn't it? Oh, God, that was so funny. You idiot. Oh, that was very funny. Market cap is irrelevant. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's about it. I love that one. That made me laugh. Ha, ha, ha. So there you go. There's the dose of laughter for the evening to get us away from all the darkness of the dark side. And we have Tinker here who did come back to me. Did you see that? Tinker flew off, had a bit of a mad flap around, flapped away, and then came back to me. I called it. So, all right, everybody. I've had enough now. It's Wednesday. I was hoping for better news, but I don't have it. I'm just going to hang in there. We're going to hang in there. We are going to get the island one day. I do hope you've enjoyed tonight's show. I'm afraid I can't be much more positive about XRP. I'm kind of pissed off tonight. But, you know, we know it's coming. It's just time. It's time. Not just time. Time is time. Hello. He just sneezed in my face. That's pretty disgusting. I'll probably get bird flu now. I forgot. Birds do sneeze. Anyway, I'm going to cheer myself up. We're going to watch 24 Hours Crypto. And his title for tonight's show, tonight's broadcast is Ripple Downplayed. The future value of XRP, baby. They're holding it in plain sight. Wake up, people. Meow. Right? Meow. Alrighty. So we'll listen to our buddy, 24 Hours Crypto. And good night, Shane Bacon. Lovely to see you. Thanks for being here tonight. Cheers, Quantum Respawn. Hang in there. We'll be fine. 600 bloody bucks. Is that serious? Why didn't he say 1,000? Come on. Did he really say... Oh, please tell me he didn't say $600. I want him to have said 1,000. I mean, is that ungrateful, people? Are you feeling ungrateful for 1,000 poxy bucks? I mean, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. He made out like you were going to be richer than rich. 600 fucking bucks. Oh, my days. All right, we'll see. All right, here we go. We're going to play this out, and I'm going to say to you, ladies and gentlemen, because Tinker's getting a bit animated. He's really got bored. I do see you, darling. I do. I see you, and I love you very much. And I appreciate the fact you haven't bit me too much tonight. You've been quite good, considering you weren't very good yesterday, were you? You're trying to make up for it. Come on, darling. No, I better not put my... No? Okay. All right, ladies, have a great couple of days. I'll be back with you on Friday. The good Lord in heaven above willing. Until the next time, please do share the content if you do enjoy it. Buy me a coffee if you feel like it. Links are in my DLive channel chat. Otherwise, don't worry about it. It's okay. I'll be back. As they said, I'll be back. Until the next time, remember, as I said, if you tolerate this, then your children will be next. So we're going to sign off with a little bit of 24 Hours Crypto. My favorite young man who's very good about the old banking stuff and XRP, baby. So until the next time, Based Amy, out.
Amazon with rare books in the early days. Just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward. There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. RP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours Crypto. Let's get right into today's episode. Listen very carefully, because what I'm about to show you is going to melt your brain if you've only been thinking about, XRP at $5, $10, $20, $30. Because those levels are going to happen 100%. That is like dirt cheap prices, and when people look back at, 2025, they're going to say, wow, I can't believe I could have bought this thing at $5. And I know many of you guys are regretting not buying more when it was at 40 cents, 30 cents, 50 cents, 20 cents. Good old days. But now, under $1 will never happen again. Remember those? Let's get to $1 first. Guess what, little man? It's never going to go back to that level ever again. And I know you didn't accumulate enough. the amount that you want it to. Slowly, everybody's getting priced out. Sit back, because share this to everybody you know, and if they overlook this and if they don't go balls deep into this ecosystem, they're about to miss out on a wealth creation that was handed to them on a platter. Okay? But again, people are so blind to this. Before I break down exactly what was missed in the fundamental valuation framework, I got to bring to your attention that the Salute NFT collection drop is going live in 2 days. The XRP Ledger ecosystem is gonna go to crazy levels, and I'm going to tell you in today's episode. You're going to see it. The facts and the information that I present to you is indisputable. It's just a matter of time, and time will settle any arguments that you're going to have with these pigeon mind brains that don't understand the bigger picture. Okay, that goes with the memes on the XRP Ledger. A lot of capital is going to flow into this ecosystem when XRP's value appreciates significantly. A lot of rollovers, folks. You don't think they see the XRP Ledger? All I'm going to say is take a screenshot of this and come back to it a year from now, and then let's see where we are. Okay, for the ones that are scared to get into this ecosystem on the XRP Ledger memes, we got a lot of information that's going to be presented for Salute that's going to melt faces and completely set the standard. And you guys are all going to get extremely excited with what's being built here. But I highly suggest to do your research onto this and don't overlook this. Many overlooked XRP at 20 cents, 30 cents, while the XRP Ledger ecosystem is at ground zero right now. And let's talk about this. We need to go back to this Susan and Robbie's report, because these weren't random people, okay? Susan, Stanford level institutional research, and she still works there and she's a professor there. And this report concluded with XRP processing $556 billion in daily volume, and the token mathematically needs to be around $32, they said. And remember, they're not going to come out here on behalf of Ripple putting out a report and saying that our coin is going to go to 100, 200 bucks. They were very conservative, and this is going to completely give you the bigger picture. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I read comments, obviously, and I think this needs to be addressed because K-Mac left this comment saying Ripple says they plan to handle 14% of the SWIFT system by the end of the decade. This means by 2030, Ripple will handle 840 billion-ish a day. And roughly speaking, we don't know the exact valuation that SWIFT is doing on a daily basis. We had that $5 trillion value, but we don't have an updated one. As far as I've seen, I haven't seen a recent updated one published by SWIFT or in any reports. So 14% of just SWIFT alone would be 840 billion, right? But let's just talk about what people need to see and understand. They only looked at 3 markets: foreign exchange, corporate payments, retail remittances, and you could see the valuations there. 5 trillion, 85 billion, 1.5 billion. That's it. 3 markets. And K-Mac talks about SWIFT. It's not here. They did not include stablecoins, projected to hit 5 trillion by 2030. Tokenized real-world assets, bonds and debt settlements, ETFs and mutual funds, derivatives, which is a quadrillion-dollar market by notional value. None of this was in their math. None. And let me blow your mind. Look at this chart. The blue bars, daily settlement volume in trillions. The red line, rough XRP price required to move that liquidity. FX and the old school report that they put left XRP at $32. But let's add stablecoins and future tokenized financial system. $100, $300, and that's still conservative. Because when XRPL becomes the invisible engine for the new financial ecosystem that they're designing on a collaborative effort, XRP is not going to be a speculative coin. Let's make that very clear. It's going to be the neutral settlement layer for global money, for value transfer, the internet of value. For XRP to go to $100, we need to process approximately $1.5 trillion. Very conservative numbers here. And the volume on that 24-hour 1.5 trillion may even be lower.